yà mú kí gbogbo èèyàn lólùfẹ́ adé ọmọ adé. Wùmí ìyàwó Mohbad ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ o. Wọ́n ti fi ọ̀rọ̀ wa lẹ́nu wò nípa nǹkan tóun náà mọ̀ sí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí nílé ẹjọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn nǹkan kan ta kókó nínú àwọn àlàyé kan tí Wùmí ṣe. Àwọn nǹkan kan ta kókó ń bẹ̀ gan o. Gbogbo ẹ̀ lójú pọ̀ ni tẹ́bà tí gbọ́. Máa play fídíò kan fún yín pẹ̀lú àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé ẹjọ́. Àwọn èmi kọ́ ni màá sọ. Àwọn analysis yẹn ga gan. Ẹnu Yèyé Kúdilẹ̀ ti máa gbọ́ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ dópin.
First that spoke in court, not that Baba Mohbad. So, the magistrate court invited deceased wife Abiola Cynthia Wumi to the witness stand, and she swore an oath before the cross-examination started. They started by asking her questions about the disease, which is Mohbad. They asked his name, his age, and every other thing about him since they've been together. So in her description of Mohbad, she described Mohbad as a cool-headed person who loved everyone around him. She said he asked his brother to get him water when he started to feel feverish after he was injected by the nurse. So I think with this summary is because of the way the journalists have typed it out. But I'm sure that we are trying to understand. Obviously, after Mohbad came back from the show, he was feeling feverish and all of that. I hope you are getting it. So in her description, she described him as a cool-headed person who loved everyone around him. She asked his brother to get him water when he started to feel feverish after he was injected by the nurse. He vomited and peed on himself. She said he was moved from his room. He started feeling feverish. He vomited and peed himself. She was moved from his room to the son's room, which is Liam's room, because of the AC, air condition. She said she rushed downstairs to scream for help. When she noticed it wasn't getting better and they could not use his car because the mechanic was working on it, and she got boys to carry him, she said they were still on the way to the hospital. I don't understand. If Mohbad's car is not working, so whose car? Okay, maybe the neighbor's car, they said earlier. So mechanic was not working and she got boys to carry him. She said they were still on the way to the hospital when the driver held his hand and said it was already getting cold. And they had to get a bike who took him and his photographer, OG, to the hospital. The hospital name is Kuramid Hospital, Orchard, and she got on a bike as well and followed them. She said they spent about 15 minutes thereafter, 15 minutes to get there before the doctor told them he had passed on. And she called his cousin, Bolu Adeyemo, aka Darusa, to take him to another hospital. So they spent about 15 minutes before the doctor told them he had passed on. She called his cousin, Bolu Adeyemo, aka Darusa, to take him to another hospital for confirmation. Speaking about what happened at the show that led to him sustain an injury before his death. She said they got there around 7 p.m. and he performed around 9 p.m. After his performance, he got back and said that they had to leave because he was tired, but he could not leave because so many cars were parked behind his car. The bouncer told him to wait till other artists performed. So the other artists performed to get the opportunity to move out. After waiting for an hour, he became restless and uncomfortable. After some time, he wanted to go downstairs to speak with the bouncer, but she told him no because she knows it will not end well. Mohbad called Prime Boy and his brother to speak with the bouncer to allow him out. Prime Boy came back and was angry because Adura disrespected him, which led to an argument between Mohbad and Prime Boy. Mohbad told Prime Boy not to disrespect him whenever they are outside. This resulted in a fight between Prime Boy and Mohbad, and she rushed out to call his workers to help him and help her to resolve the fight. She said Prime Boy was seated in the car. Mohbad was standing while they were fighting, which led to Mohbad sustain a minor injury.
Can you people pick something from there? At first, she said they were fighting. Prime Boy was sitting down. Mohbad was standing. How can two people be fighting? One will be sitting, another will be standing. Now, Prime Boy never said Adura disrespected him. Even though, okay, let's allow that be. That Adura disrespected him. Prime Boy said Mohbad wanted to come down from the car to go and, you know, create way for himself because he wanted to leave that environment. He was angry because he was having problem with the wife. They were arguing, but he didn't hear their argument. He doesn't know what they were talking about. Now, why is it that we are not hearing that part at all? Why is it that we are not hearing about the argument between them? What upset Mohbad really? Are you making sense from that? Which we may say it's not relevant, but it is because Prime Boy said it was the two of them having problem and it's husband and wife issue. He not gets business with that. He doesn't want to know. But Mohbad wanted to come down from the car and he refused. And Mohbad, you wait. Let me go and pave way. Area boys are there. They can hurt you. And he sees that Mohbad is high. He doesn't want anything to happen to Mohbad. Then, from there, he claimed that made Mohbad to disrespect him. Like, because to him, Mohbad felt he was taking sides. Go and listen to Prime Boy. Now, Wumi is not saying anything. Wumi is claiming it is Adura that hurts Mohbad. Sorry, Prime Boy. So, Mohbad took side with the brother against Adura. Are you making sense from it? Are you people understanding? So, Mohbad took side with Adura against his childhood friend. That's okay. I hope Prime Boy will hear this and also come and let us know if this is a true story. Now, Prime Boy was sitting down. They said here, Wumi said, and Mohbad was standing up. How can two people sitting and standing fighting? Is that a fight? That cannot be a fight. Are you people making sense from that? Now, she said here, Prime Boy had already gone out, came back, and said they disrespected. Now again, he's in the car. They were fighting. Gone out before. I'm going to rewind it so you hear that part. They were fighting. They come back, sit down. I don't get it. I want you people to hear it because when we are, it's not when you are narrating, it's not everybody that have strawberry in their brain. All of us have to listen clearly and understand word for word what is being said. And I hope the investigation ongoing, they are listening, they are understanding what is happening. Let me take it back a bit. Okay, wait a bit. Sorry, let me take it back a bit. Okay. Okay, listen from here.
Performance, he got back and said that they had to leave because he was tired, but he could not leave because so many cars were parked behind his car. The bouncer told him to wait till other artists performed. So, the other artists performed to get the opportunity to move out. After waiting for an hour, he became restless and uncomfortable. After some time, he wanted to go downstairs to speak with the bouncer. But she told him no, because she knows it will not end well. Mohbad called Prime Boy and his brother to speak with the bouncer to allow him out.
Hear from here.
Prime Boy came back and was angry because Adura disrespected him, which led to an argument between Mohbad and Prime Boy. Mohbad told Prime Boy not to disrespect him whenever they are outside. This resulted in a fight between Prime Boy and Mohbad, and she rushed out to call his workers to help him and help her to resolve the fight. She said Prime Boy was seated in the car. Mohbad was standing while they were fighting, which led to Mohbad sustain a minor injury. This event happened on Sunday, the 10th of September. She said they got home and she helped in massaging the hand with balm. After he said the nurse will come the next day to attend to him. She said when he woke up on Monday, he was fine and he took only Panadol. She said he was perfectly fine and even played with all his workers and friends. He only complained of slight pain. The nurse came on Tuesday and she told the DJ that he should have sent her a picture of the app.
Now, please, help me, somebody. Mohbad was perfectly fine. He woke up perfectly fine. So, why did they call for the nurse if he was perfectly fine? Help me. Am I the only one? Am I the only normal person still alive? Ganifa, meet them, please. Where are you people? I need likes of you to reincarnate in people. If he was perfectly fine, woke up with just slight pain, nothing to think about, you understand? Why did they have to call his nurse? Am I making sense? Why did they have to then, when they didn't get his nurse, if he starts not, why was it refused? Why did they say he refused going to the hospital if the matter wasn't something serious? Why? Anyway, let's say they didn't mention that. Let's ignore that. But why did they have to call a nurse for something that wasn't important? For something that was not, that didn't need a nurse? You understand? If it was that, oh, he woke up fine. He woke up, even played with, because remember, Lifetime told us that on his way out, Lifetime is the stancer. He still saw Mohbad and Bismi. And he said, what happened? And he didn't see any sign of blood or anything. You understand? You notice that Mohbad's sister, auntie, wasn't at the court. She was there the other time. Mama Mohbad have fought with her. Mama Mohbad have fought with her. Mama Mohbad, the woman, have decided to leave her. Just like Wumi's sister too have decided to back off. Mama Mohbad have fought with the sister. She was with Mama Mohbad, the other court case. She has fought with her because the lady came out saying, Wumi, if I find your hand in this death, why did I see blood everywhere? We refuse to ask you because at that time you were still mourning your husband. The husband, you will hear what they said about the blood. Oh, you will hear what they said about the blood. Oh, why is it that the man woke up? That is Mohbad. Woke up fine. If I wake up fine, will you call a nurse for me? If I wake up fine, will you people call a nurse for me? So let's tell ourselves the truth. Will you call a nurse for me if I wake up and I'm okay? There's no need to call a nurse. And there was just slight pain. You wouldn't call my nurse at first. It was a slight cut. You don't need anti-tetanus for slight cut. Let us not lie. Wumi said the cut is a slight cut. You do not need anti-tetanus for a slight cut. You don't need anti-tetanus, even if I'm not in the medical field. Even if I am not in the medical field, you do not need. I'm on your cuts. When I was young, see all these things that happened to me. Whoa, I fell down from Okada in the university. Those that went to the same university with me can say it. They didn't give, even by gemotity. I didn't take it iodine. What do they call? Mine was not a slight cut, oh. And I'm on your cut that growing up, I'm on your bruises. When I was young, my older sister would say, it's when you get older, you tomboy up and down. It's when you get older. I will cut myself here, just playing in the area. And my mother never took me to hospital. Cut in you. They never took me to the hospital. They didn't even call we don't even do auxiliary no, but they didn't take me to the hospital for anything. So why will they call for a slight cut? Wumi said slight cut. You go and listen to what she said. Slight cut. You do not need a nurse. You do not need anti-tetanus for a slight cut. And with the way the story is going now, it seems as if they are even covering you because Prime Boy said, I don't know why the wife has lied on me that I'm the one that buy Mohbad. Prime Boy said they should call the wife. Now, with the story now, everybody is being left alone. Like they haven't done anything. You understand? Mubi have decided that even Prime Boy now, they will release Prime Boy. Because nothing is putting Prime Boy in any trouble here. Remember in the beginning, it was that Prime Boy works with Naira Marley them. He's the one that diabolically, that is what GLB wrote out for us. Diabolically by Mohbad. Are you people remembering? Meanwhile, Wumi's sister said the thing that happened to Mohbad, they were not supposed to give him injection. More or less that they were supposed to use antidote. But the story now, the matter now is that everybody is innocent. Even Mohbad woke up not very well. No pain. Olopa told us when Mohbad wanted to hit Prime Boy, he missed it and missed the punch, and he missed the punch, and his hand was bleeding seriously. Olopa said so. It's there, I have it. The statement is there. Olopa said so. So where is that punch, missed of punch, when he wanted to punch Prime Boy and he was bleeding? The Olopa said so. Reason why they held on to Prime Boy for days, till date. So he only had a slight cut, and they are holding on to Prime Boy since with just slight cut, and Prime Boy not do anything. No. I said it that they should use Ailala. When people are like this, they use native intelligence. I'm telling you, they should use Ailala for this case. Ailala, native intelligence. Because what the police told us is different from what Wumi is telling us. Who told the police what they told us? They said Mohbad missed a punch. Hence the reason I was telling you people, how can Mohbad punch somebody and he crushed his hand into the car, bleeding, and the wound is here? It doesn't make sense. It has to be here. Now, Wumi said it's a slight cut. He woke up hale, hearty. Nothing, he was strong. Continue. Then they called the nurse. Then they waited for the nurse to come. Because, we questioned it. We have questioned it that how can somebody be bleeding, and you people will keep him in the house? Sunday, if the bleeding started from Ikorodu, from what he and Prime Boy went through, if it started from there, how can he be bleeding? You people left him on Monday. When the mother called on on Sunday, when the mother called on Monday, she told us when she came to cry, Abiamo, that we should hold on to Naira Marley. She told us that she called Wumi to speak to the son on Monday. She was expecting 5 million. Because the day Mohbad died is the day she was supposed to get 5 million. Reason why she called. Not that she cares about her son. So she called. When she called, Wumi told her that the son was sleeping. That is the reason why we all of us were now saying, okay, so Monday if he was sleeping, that means he was okay. Abi? Since so what now made it that the day they came to the house that he died, why did they still see blood? The woman, auntie, said the blood we saw blood. You see, she made it look like pool of blood. Baba Mohbad too said the same. Where is the blood from? If he must have been bleeding from Ikorodu, till he got to the house, then that was why I felt, yes, it is right for them to have called the nurse, because it is probably true that Mohbad refused going to the hospital. But if Prime Boy claims that there was no blood, when they didn't even fight, he didn't even raise his hand, he didn't even see blood like this, then we are confused. Where did the blood started from? So could it be that when he got home, he started bleeding? Because Prime Boy claims there was nothing like that because they didn't have any physical fights. So if he got home, how that it is then they decided that they call a nurse? Because if it is true that Mohbad refused to go to the hospital, then they decided to call Mohbad's nurse. The nurse was not forthcoming. He won't have woke up hale and hearty. He won't have woke up feeling good. And they will still decide to call a nurse. No, I don't buy into that. It is not possible. If it is just a slight cut, everything cool. Let's continue. Where are you? Sorry.
He should have sent her a picture of
okay.
the hand.
See. Oh yeah, wait.
She said they got home and she helped in massaging the hand with balm. After he said the nurse will come the next day to attend to him. She said when he woke up on Monday, he was fine and he took only Panadol. She said he was perfectly fine and even played with all his workers and friends. He only complained of slight pain. The nurse came on Tuesday And she told the DJ that he should have sent her a picture.
So nothing was really wrong with Mohbad. He complained of side pain. Meanwhile, the picture they showed us, they said the hand was swollen. They said he was in excruciating pains. That is why spending. They called this nurse. The nurse wasn't forthcoming. They then decided that they would call a nurse from Spending's nurse. Now, the Spending's nurse was in Cotonou. Then the nurse said she will come that day, which is on Monday. Sadly, by the time she got to Lagos, it was late. She couldn't be bothered. She went to bed. They then still called her back again on Tuesday. Because it is that Mohbad refused to go to the hospital. And he was in excruciating pains. The hand was swollen. So, if it was a slight pain, if it didn't matter at all, they wouldn't have been waiting for them and then go and recall the nurse again the next day.
That he should have sent her a picture of the hand, and she injected him afterwards. The wife said she left to the kitchen and she gave him another injection, and she heard him ask the nurse to remove the injection that he was not feeling comfortable again. And then he went to the restroom to pee and he vomited. She called for help, and the nurse said there was a drip that was meant to be given to Mohbad to stabilize him. The nurse then left with the FJ to buy it. She said they only got married traditionally. I think we know that. She said the corpse was taken back to the house at Orchard. She described the relationship between herself and her father-in-law as very cordial. She said only time they had an issue was when the father-in-law asked for the placenta when her child was born. Mohbad disagreed. That was when they started having issues. She said Mohbad's father was always bringing different girls to the house, speaking about the issues as regards the Canadian visa. She mentioned that they didn't have any issues. She mentioned they didn't even have any money as at then because he had just recorded a label and he wanted the child to leave the country before he turns 1 because he was wary of his opponents and how he has been getting threats. She said it was against posting her and her child on the internet due to safety reasons. She said he was always thinking and refused to sleep most times, and he also refused to eat. And they asked her about Maisi. Maisi is a 24-year-old. They asked about Darusa. Darusa is Mohbad's cousin. They asked her who is Adura. Adura is his brother. Idris is the photographer. And then February 22nd, 2022, they asked Wumi about the NDLA issue. And then what happened? He said, they asked her who called the nurse. She said Spending called the nurse. And then they asked her, did the nurse administer any injection for Mohbad? She said yes. She administered 2 injections for the nurse. They asked her, the injection was administered, where was the injection administered? Wumi said it was administered on Mohbad's vein. They asked her, when did you meet Mohbad? When did they meet? The first time they meet, she said she met Mohbad when she was 14 years old. And they asked Wumi, when did Mohbad join Malians? And Mohbad joined Malians record when in 2018. They asked her, was she there when the injection was being administered to Mohbad? She said no, that it wasn't in her presence, that she was in the kitchen. She said she was in the kitchen. So, further question about the NDLA. Did NDLA eat Mohbad with anything at all? She said yes, NDLA hit Mohbad on his head with a gun. They asked her, was she there? She said no, that she said he went to the... Okay, they said they asked her, was she there? She said no, but she now came out to the gates and that they refused Mohbad to go out, and she came outside by the gate to see her, to see Mohbad. And then they were told that Mohbad was hit on the head by gun. And then he said Mohbad moved out of that house. When did Mohbad leave the house?
The people
Amalia's
cross-examining. Say, I want people in
Mohbad
normal.
left the Amalia house after the incident of the NDLA. And then they ask, is there anyone bullying Mohbad that she's aware of? And she said since they moved out of Naira Marley's house after the NDLA incident, that there have been constant bullying and threats started to happen after the issues from the Malian house. So that is the first half of the coroner inquest that has been submitted, and they are on break at the moment.
ẹ fi èrò yín hàn, ẹ fi èrò yín hàn lábẹ́ comment section nípa àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú àwọn àlàyé tí Yèyé Kudi ṣe. Ẹ fi èrò yín hàn kí lẹ rí sí. Agbọ́n ṣẹ́, oyin ṣẹ́, ìkàmùdùgbọ́n pàápàá ń ṣẹ́, ojú olóko dẹ̀rẹ̀ gudugudu. Justice for Mohbad. Ajọ́madé ní orúkọ mi, ẹ bá mi pín fídíò ìkiri. Ẹ má dẹ̀ gbàgbé láti share fídíò yìí àti follow page mi. Ẹ má dẹ̀ tún gbàgbé ẹ bá mi subscribe sí Ajọ́madé TV lórí YouTube. Ire ó dàbọ̀.